Health. What comes to your mind? Sugarcane juice, burgers. Is it about a well-toned body, a six-pack, one-pack? Money answers all things, but the love for money is the problem. Us, Wema TV, cares about your holistic well-being. And that's why I, Simon K, invite you to join me every Tuesday at 8 p.m. as we delve deeper in matters finances and money on our show, The Financial Diet. Good evening, viewers. I believe and trust that you had an amazing day, a wonderful Monday and wonderful Tuesday and week. Happy and excited to be back to talk more about finances. Last time we had an amazing time when we just talked about money overall, and if you missed last week's show, and another show that I did with an amazing man called Willie Kinyash, Couples Will, when we talked about matters finances, you can get into Wema TV and you will find all those shows there for you. Our interest is your financial well-being, and we are happy when you're well financially. And the title of the show is Financial Diet. And all we do is present to you things that we believe when you consume them are going to help you in your life every day, regardless of which stage you're in. This show is for the 70-year-old, 80-year-old. This show is for the 50-year-old. This show is for the 20-year-old, for the 15-year-old, and amazingly, even for the 5-year-old. This show is for each and every one of you. And as I said, there's something for every one of you, and we will make sure that we make it palatable for everyone. We will make sure that everyone gets to hear something. So tonight's show is an interesting one, and we're talking about time. Time is money. You've heard that phrase many times, and you've heard of how people manage time. And I know when I'm using our Kenyan roads, you will find the public service vehicles trying to push you out of the way, because as far as they're concerned, masan imbaya, time is bad. They're rushing somewhere. And to them, every hour, every single minute counts, because they know the more they take in traffic, the less trips they're able to make. And that definitely translates to less amounts of cash. When they bully you out of the road and they make it to their destination and back very fast within short time, they're able to make more trips. Assuming every day they're making 5 trips, they're able to make 5 trips comfortably or 10 trips comfortably without delays. When there's traffic, sometimes you will find, especially matatus of a particular place that is very notorious for increasing their fares, because they know they will be stuck in traffic and they will have less time used in traffic. I remember in school, we studied something that is called Annuities Factor. When you look at the time value of money, you look at money now and what money will be tomorrow. If I give you my money today, in 10 years' time, that money should have grown to a higher amount of money, a higher value of money. 10,000 shillings 10 years ago or 50 years ago is very, very different from what it is right now. I remember my dad telling me of a shamba they bought somewhere at 10,000 shillings. Right now it's worth millions of money, many years after. I remember someone telling me about things that they have invested in, or people have invested in shares of companies when they were young. And after investing in those shares of those companies, within time, those shares grow because the company is growing. They are investing and making money. There is retained earnings. There's value for your shares, and you find that with time, money grows. Interestingly, I figured it's important to talk about time and how we manage time. And I started with the story of how our public service vehicles, or matatus, or in Kenya we call them that, matatus bully you out of the way because they're looking at the time. They're looking at the time that they use. There are people who are in a hurry because they're running out of time. They have things to do within a very short time, and there are people who they're not in a hurry. They don't respect their time, and I'm talking money wise. They don't respect their time, and for example, you call them to do a business, and they're always late for business, and those businesses go to other people, those opportunities go to other people, because they do not really value time. So time is very, very important. And the Bible talks about seasons. There are seasons. There's time to sow, there's time to reap. The Bible in the book of Ecclesiastes talks about opportunities, and talks about the time and chance happens to them all. Every day we wake up, all of us, regardless of who you are, regardless of which geographic location you're in, all of us, we are given by God 24 hours. Every day we are granted 24 hours. What you do with that time determines what you become 1 month down the line, 1 year down the line, 10 years down the line, 50 years down the line. We need to manage our time well and be respecters of time. It is very, very imperative that we use our time, especially money-wise, to ensure that we make decisions that are going to bring us value for our time, value for money. For example, you're given 2 opportunities. The time that you have is limited. It's as I said, 24 hours every day, and that 24 hours times 30, that's what you have every month. So you have job A and job B, or you have an opportunity A and opportunity B. Opportunity A gives you more returns than opportunity B. And since you only have the same amount of time, 24 hours, it's you to evaluate, what is it going to cost me to invest in opportunity A and to invest in opportunity B? Now, we all, as I said, have the same amount of time, but you can do things that will help you accelerate time. For example, you have started a business and you only have 24 hours to do in every day. So you need to hire someone that will bring in another 24 hours or another 8 hours that will add into your business, and you are able to do more than you would have done in one day when you bring an extra hand. And definitely that will amount into a higher return. You will bring in more people and you will make more returns. Now, issue is, how do you manage these people to ensure that you get value for your money? And I believe you have heard this word, value for money. How you use your time. How do I all the time spend time? I'm supposed to be doing business, but all the time I'm out there talking and laughing with people instead of thinking of ideas, planning, getting consultancies to help me on how I need to further myself. How you manage your time? Come up with a plan on how every day you will manage, because time is money. Time is money, and how you look at it every day, it amounts to much. For example, when we were born, I was with other friends of mine, and we broke down life into 4 parts. First part is the first 20 years. First 20 years, you're growing up. Your parents are taking care of you. You're going through school, and you really have no much control over what you do over your life. That is the time you're laying foundations on which school to go to, and sometimes your parents decide that for you, what you want to do. That's the first 20 years. The second 20 years, that takes you to 40. You've graduated from school, or you're getting to campus, and after campus, you're looking at a job or starting a company. And that time, the second 20 years, you have control of how you use that 20 years, because that determines the second 20 years. That is from 40 to 60 years. Because these 40 years between 20 and 60, broken into 2020, are the most significant times of your life. Because when you get to 60, the last phase of the 20, when you get to 60, you have very little energy, you have very little opportunities. They're still there, but they're limited. Sometimes you're not able. That time, people, you find they're struggling with some diseases, lifestyle diseases. You find that is the time that you're finding you're ending your life all the way till the last 20, if God blesses you, between 80 and 100. And how you manage your second 20. I will put them as the first 20 between 0 and 20. Second 20 is between 20 to 40. Third 20 is between 40 to 60. And the fourth 20 is 60 to 80. How you manage the second and the third of 20s, how you manage them, determines how well you're able to retire on when you're hitting 60. And you're never too old. Even if you're hitting 60, you can still do something with your life. We know the founder of KFC was able to found that business after failing many times when he was very, very late in life. But you can decide and plan how to manage your time. And you don't start by looking at it on those trenches of 2020. It's every day of your life. Purpose in your life, that every day you wake up, that you're going to manage your time well. Because if you do not manage your time well, time passes and it never comes again. And as I said, the Bible says time and chance happens to us all. We all have the same amount of time every day, all of us. If you're 20, whether you're 20, whether you're 50, whether you're 70 or you're heading to 100, I know of people that are heading to 100 and they are healthy, and we bless God for giving them all that time. All of us, when we wake up every morning, our 7 a.m. or our 3 a.m., all of us, we have the same amount of time. And what we do with that time determines a lot. The steps that we take, the decisions that we do with that time, the plans that we come up with, budgeting and all that stuff, all how we manage our time will make a difference. People will manage their time well, and they will see the results of the proper time management, because every decision that we make, every choice has a consequence. Some will choose to play now and pay later, and some will choose to pay now, invest now, work now. I know of people like my producer was telling me that how they're working overnight, they're investing their time into ensuring that whatever it is that they're doing comes out okay, and their future, they're able, when they are 50, 60 years old, they will have invested into the effort that they put in when they were young. So whichever stage you're in, whether old or young, manage your time well, because time is of the essence. And you will stand before God one day and give an account of how you used your time. Next time, we will be talking about money and how you'll make your money grow. Today, we're talking about how you manage time and respecting time, because time is money. Next time, we're going to see how money grows, and I'm excited and looking forward to coming back to you and talk to you more about how you can invest your money, opportunities that lie ahead of you, and maybe in the near future we'll get a guest or two to tell us more about finances. It's always very exciting and very great to be in front of you, just to share with you about finances, and we look forward to being in your presence in the next week as we delve deeper and deeper into matters finances. It's always very exciting, and I'm happy that you spend your time, you invested your time to listen to Simon K talking to you about matters finances on the Financial Diet. Very exciting. God bless you. Have yourself a wonderful night as you plan how to use your time, because time is a respecter of no man. Time doesn't stop, just like the sun doesn't stop. We move today, tomorrow, yesterday is gone, and every day is a different day. Use your time well. God bless you, and good night.
Wema TV, the voice of hope.